Hey YouTube, Dagon30 here, and I thought it'd be kind of fun today to mess with some settings to adjust the frames per second and see what variations we can get on Cyberpunk 2077. I'm currently running a 5090 video card, and I just want to mess around with the settings and see what we get. So let's get started. I'm going to hit resume. So from what I'm looking at up here, we're probably getting around 79 to 80 FPS, and that's with frame gen off. So I'm going to go to our settings. As you see, I got ray tracing overdrive set, DLSS super resolution. Right here, frame gen is turned off. Path tracing is on. Path tracing photo mode is on. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Hit apply. Right. And film grain, chromatic aberration, lens flare is on. And pretty much everything is on high or ultra. So just by turning off the path tracing in photo mode, let's see if that changes anything. I don't think it does. I think that's if you're really going into camera mode on the game. So yeah, see, there ain't much to it. It's still about the same. Okay. So now, oh, lost my controller. Took too long. Alright, so now let us go ahead and make some adjustments. So let's put everything down to medium. So local shadow, mesh quality, local shadow quality in general to medium. Cascade shadow range, medium. The resolution, medium. Distance shadow resolution, low. Volumetric fog resolution on high. Just pretty much knocking everything down to 1. Oh, back 1. So let's just knock it down to high. Or medium on this part right here. Hit apply. And see what we're getting out of that. And resume. I'm going to move around a little bit. See, I'm still only getting about 79 to 80 frames per second, and I mean the game is definitely playable with that. It's not bad at all, in my opinion. But that did not change much at all. So let's do it again. Let's knock it down even lower. Hit apply again. Okay, so that pretty much raised it by a couple of frames, maybe 4 or 5. Not too bad. And the game still looks fantastic. I don't even notice the difference, to be honest with you. So let's go back to settings. And let's change up some stuff. So ray tracing overdrive, that pretty much put everything about 80 FPS with everything set on ultra and high, and that was pretty good. I mean, I liked it. But if I set it down by 1, just go to straight ultra, what does that put us in? Let's see. So that raised it to about 104 to 105 FPS. And that's definitely a little smoother gameplay and somewhat noticeable in the graphics. Not too bad. Still looks way better than console does, but you know, I still love this game even when I played it on console when it came out years ago. Alright, so what did change it between Ultra and Overdrive? I think it was this one, the DLSS ray reconstruction. That kind of helped it out a lot. So let's go down to medium. Which pretty much puts everything on. Film grain, all that's on. Crowd density drops to medium. Ray tracing, lighting. So I think it's a lighting issue. And it looks like it turned off reflections. So Resume. I don't think there was much change on that. Alright. So we're going to go back to settings. Ray tracing low. And resume. And I'm going to move around a little bit because your FPS does change a little bit. I'm going to jump, whatever. See, now I'm getting about 122 FPS to 125 while moving around. If I sit still, not much of a change. But yeah, that's pretty good. And the game still looks pretty good to me. Definitely notice the difference between that and the overdrives. But now, let's go ahead and put it on overdrive. The only difference is I'm going to turn frame generation on at its max 4x, which means it's going to pretty much generate 4 extra frames in between each actual frame. Alright. So it's telling me I should restart the game, but I don't think it'll matter that much. Let's see if I'm right or wrong on that. There we go. Frame gen turned on. I'm getting about 228 frame generation, as they put it, because it's, you know, the fake frames that some people call that are in between. Oh, I'm about to get into a fight. I'm sorry. Let me get away. I didn't want to fight yet. But let's go ahead with this overdrive on. That turned on. Let's go ahead and run the benchmark as the closing of this video. And it's loading in. Now I understand some people don't like the frame generation, and I get it. But if you're playing a one-player game that's known for its graphics and all that, and especially if you have low latency mode turned on, it should be alright. And as you'll see here, the smoke looks good. The people look pretty good. And this game is about 4 or 5 years old, so I mean, it still looks pretty good for a game that's that old. This is my favorite part of the benchmark coming up, is we get to see reflections in the water. See, there you go. It's almost, they really do try to make it look realistic. And I know a lot of people don't like it and all, but I think if the people are going to put forth the effort to go ahead and make the game try to look as realistic as possible, you know, give them that credit, because that's actually a big achievement in the computer world when it comes to programming games and stuff like that. It takes a lot of resources, time, and effort. I like how the light hits the trees and stuff too. That looks pretty good in the building in the background. There we go, guys. It says here average of FPS is 230. Minimum is 212, and that's with frame gen on. Now I understand if you're playing a competitive shooter or anything like that, yeah, you're gonna want frame gen turned off, because you're gonna need to get any advantage, especially in the lower latency and all that, to make winnings. But if you like my content, just like and subscribe, and feel free to leave comments below on what settings you think are better here, and I'll try them out, and maybe I'll post another video. But alright guys, thanks for joining me on this one, and I'll talk to you guys later.